Okay guys, so today's a little bit of a different video than normal for watches. This isn't a watch review because it's a watch I've already had and done a review of before, but on that review I've had a lot of comments about how to change the battery on this Fossil Relic BigTic watch. A lot of people have been asking, because the watch has a digital display. The digital display is here behind the time face, and that means it uses more than one battery. In fact, you need 3 batteries for this watch. So this is a watch battery changing video for a change. So you're going to need a few things for this. So one of them is something to protect it. I've got a nice little cloth just to protect the face of the watch, because I need to put the watch face down. And to be able to get to the back, you can get to the back without undoing the clasp, but I find in this case, because it's quite a complicated battery arrangement, because there's the 3 of them, it's easier to take the clasp apart. So you will need a tool for that, one of these little things, and you'll just need to push it in. It makes life easier. There you go, I put it in a little holder, so then I can get to the back of the watch quite easily without having stuff in the way. And of course, to open the back of the watch, you're going to need a back opener. So this goes into the lugs or the little notches, twist it. This takes off the back. And then you can see inside, without it being too shiny, but you've got this sort of brass metal looking plate over the back of the mechanism, over the movement. And there's 2 parts to it. There's the first part here with 2 batteries underneath, and then there's the watch main battery over here. So these 2 run the LCD display, this one runs the normal clock and timing functions. That's very easy to get out. It's these 2 here that are the difficult ones. So you will need maybe another couple of tools for this. Usually something like a very small screwdriver will do, a flathead screwdriver, and you may possibly need a small pair of tweezers just to get hold of it. Now I'll try and do my best and show you what I can. The main part you've got to do is get this little plate here out to be able to get to these 2 batteries. There's a little plastic clip thing on the side at the bottom, a little plastic bit down there, and you've got to pull this little plastic bit apart. So you just slightly move it like that, and then all of a sudden it all becomes loose. This thing sort of comes out carefully, and then your 2 batteries are out. Simple as that. It's not quite as simple to put it back together again, no. But that's those out. Now, these 2 batteries aren't as common as you'd normally expect. They're not really what you'd call watch batteries as such. These are either LR41s, or you'd call them AG3 or 736 batteries. They're normally the sort of things you find in clocks, to be fair. So you'll need 2 of those. Now, being that I'm nerdy and I'm a watch collector and have lots of watches, I do have a battery tester to test the batteries, and as you can see, these are not up to scratch anymore, so that's why they need replacing. And of course, that nerdiness and that watch keeping goes as far as having lots of batteries in stock, so I have got the batteries for this in stock. So fitting the batteries themselves isn't difficult at all, so they literally just go in face down as always with these watch batteries. So plus side up, down there, and one there. But as you can see, they're both very bouncy in the holder. So it's that little metal plate. This little thing is the thing that holds it all in place. And this isn't the easy bit to get back in. It goes in top piece first. So this piece goes in first, and then you put this down the side underneath a little white clip that is down in there. As long as you get that piece here, this end, in the right clip, and these are flat, then you're done. That's gone under this little piece here, so you've managed to get this first bit in. As I said, just do this side first. This goes under a little clip here, and then this one clips over a little white bit at the back. And then our time is still not set, but our digital display, our flames, are now working again. And you can have them on permanently or flickering. It doesn't make much life to the battery, to be honest with you, they're working or not, because if they're on, they're always on, and if they're flickering, then they're just as much on as they were when they're all on. So battery life's the same whichever way you press the button on these. But of course now we've got to do the time, which means taking out the other battery. Now that is a lot easier because you don't need to take any of the back apart to do this. This one's just got a tiny little piece here. There's a little bit down there, and that just pushes aside slightly, very, very gently. And that loosens the battery enough for it to pop out. And again, as I said, this is why I've got little tweezers. Pop that out, another battery. And because they like to be complicated and annoying, the timing battery is a different battery altogether. That's an AG4. So AG4377 battery. That's for your timing, so we need one of those as well. Now this one goes in a lot easier than the other did. It just literally pushes in at an angle. So again, you push it sort of forward, so you've got the crown this side. You push the battery in forward underneath the metal clip, and then gently move that little bit back again. So I said that little bit that was there earlier to hold it in place, move that back a little bit. So we just want to make sure that that's sort of in place and it doesn't pop up, because there's nothing to push it down to keep it in place. So it's popped in place there. Then all we need to do is fit the back on again. So place that on as nice and flat as possible. Now of course it's important to get it as tight as possible so the back's on nice and tightly. You don't want any water getting into it. Now with this watch you don't have a definite way of telling that it's working because there's no second hand, so unfortunately you've got to wait a little while. And the reason I mention that is because, as I said, if you put the batteries in for the display will work regardless of whether the timing battery's in there. So you only know if it's timing by setting it and then just waiting a little while for it to go around and do its thing, because there's no second hand. But I know it's a fresh battery, I know the display's working, so I know it's done. So there we go, that's it for today, that's your lot. If you have got any questions about watches and you want to know if you can change batteries or changing straps and other things about watches, and you do want to ask, then just write a comment down below. I will answer, I always answer the comments. It takes me sometimes to make a video because with this one I've been waiting for the battery to go flat before I needed to do the video to show you how to do it, because obviously it wasn't flat. But it has been, and now it's not, it's fixed again. So thanks again for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button, it does help my channel, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you.